Tonight on Fox 10 Investigates, a full view of the Valley's homeless crisis parked in a large vacant lot. It's a new homeless community that popped up in Phoenix, and it's in violation of city code.
And since our investigation began, we've learned people living there recently left on their own. But here's what Fox 10 investigator Justin Lum witnessed as our crews visited the location multiple times over the past 2 weeks.
We got a tip from a business owner about a large homeless encampment near 36th Ave and Indian School, just north of the Grand Canal. And from what we're hearing from police, this is the largest homeless encampment in the Maryvale Estrella precinct. This is a huge vacant lot. And already you can see dozens of tents and RVs, which this makes it unique compared to other camps we've seen.
There's no way you miss it driving by, but the truth is many do ignore the reality, staring right back at them. How did dozens of homeless people end up here on a vacant lot at 35th Avenue in Clarendon? To get the answer, I step into what looks like a village.
Well, I have a solar power system. So I've got my solar panels up top, and everything is routed through that. When the generator's not running, and then switch, you know. Water, we have to go and get water either from Watermill, or we can just go to a place that has like an open tap, you know, fill up what we can.
Jenna lives in her RV and has been homeless for 2 years.
I was a massage therapist. I was a deep tissue specialist before COVID hit.
She says the population here has quickly grown over the past 6 months. It all started with a handful of tents against the back wall. Jenna sells tires to make money and rations her food.
With food stamps, it is so much easier when you got food stamps.
Oh, yeah.
You know, because then that way, you know, you have your allotted amount and you can already budget for it for the month.
Many of the people we talk to here have been chronically homeless, struggling to get out of the lifestyle. One 30-year-old said he's been homeless for 17 years. Some blame the pandemic.
Look how we're living. I was a direct kid of COVID. It's not fair.
Some are trying to figure out how to step back into society.
Some of us don't have IDs. Some of us don't have a way to get a legit job.
When you don't have an address, it makes it real tough.
Daryl lives out of an abandoned speedboat he found and attached it to blue tarp.
I never thought my life would be like this. I mean, I always sat there, thought, yeah, I'd be able to just be able to go to work, come home, kids there, be able to celebrate holidays, everything else like that, but it's just not that way anymore.
He and Jenna sell disposable vape pens. They say it's common for people here to trade and barter supplies.
They have their own little business going there. It's like a set-up flea market.
A way of life in the midst of an industrial area where nearby business owners watch the encampment's growth.
It's gotten really bad. They light fires at night.
This business owner does not want to be identified, but we'll call him Mike. Mike has notified Mayor Kate Gallego and Phoenix Police about his concerns. A spokesperson with Phoenix PD tells Fox 10, quote, Phoenix Police Department's Community Action Squad is aware of the situation and have been communicating with the property owner. Because this property is on private property, nothing will be done without the request of the property owner. But police say they continue to talk to the homeless about services provided by the city. We've learned through county records the owner is CC Sands LLC out of Florida. The 190,000 square foot lot was purchased for $1 million last June. It sits in District 4. So we reached out to Councilmember Laura Pastor, who says, quote, the growing homeless encampment at this property is deeply concerning. I have worked with the city's executive team to press our departments to act quickly and deliver much-needed services. There is a great sense of urgency to resolve this issue and limit the impact on surrounding neighborhoods. I will continue to work with city departments to ensure that our unsheltered neighbors are receiving the care and services they need. The city says outreach teams have been here a few times this month to do just that. Last week, more than 1,000 volunteers spent a day counting homeless individuals across Maricopa County, a yearly snapshot at how many men, women, and children are experiencing homelessness. Michelle Miguel with the Maricopa Association of Governments expects an increase from the 9,000 people counted last year at this time.
We're seeing families, an increase in families, an increase of folks that are 18 to 24 are young adults, and our seniors, first-time homeless too.
59% of Arizona's estimated homeless population is unsheltered. which ranks 5th in the nation. The term is used when a person's primary nighttime location is a public or private place not designated as a regular sleeping area. For example, streets, parks, and cars.
We've been laser focused on getting people off the streets.
Phoenix City Council voted to spend up to $15 million in American Rescue Plan funding to acquire a 30 to 40,000 square foot facility. It would be used for shelter, equipped with a kitchen, bathroom facilities, sleeping quarters, storage, and infrastructure for heating, ventilation, and air conditioning.
If anything is found property-wise in District 7 that is not in the concentration where we already have the majority of services, I would be very open to taking on more in the district.
But can the funding keep up with how quickly people are becoming homeless? Meanwhile, the property in question still has space.
The more it grows, the more people there's going to be there, and the more they're going to have to look for things in order to survive.
Survival in a crisis, Jenna is no stranger to.
It's heartbreaking just to see how many people have gone through so much. Every step of the way, it seems like we're just getting stomped on.
I'm Justin Lum for Fox 10 Investigates.
Phoenix police tell us when they visited that encampment there, 5 people accepted the help, the outreach services. 8 people were arrested for felonies and 44 citations were issued. Meantime, Fox 10 tried on multiple occasions to get in contact with the property owner to learn more, but we still have not heard back. If you have a story tip for Fox 10 Investigates, you can scan that QR code there on your screen and send an email. We will follow your story.